cookie of power be destroyed.
Welcome, Hakerin! Yar!
Thanks for joining, guys.
I live!
He has summoned assistance on my
Thanks to
computer.
the power of the burrito!
There's a little man in my computer. How did that happen? I have these incredibly long GM notes for tonight. It's like this half page. So it's either going to be really well timed or we're done in like 30 minutes. It's possible. And there's a map and stuff. I put together little maps, but it is sort of super free theater of the mind. So the map is not an absolute. It's just sort of a representatory guide. But you guys, I think, are all veteran players, so you're probably pretty cool with that concept, hopefully. Magic.
Magic.
Ooh. You call this theater of the mind? I can see Scotty, and he's bluish. Helen's Revenge is a full-on three-mast ship.
Right.
Gar.
Yeah, you can't cruise the sea. I mean, you've headed into the so you've headed into the heart of the ocean. It's like a region off, to the distance from Hilk Harbor, your home. Yes. So your ship, you've gone into the heart of the ocean, and the storm sort of rolls in over the top, and it begins to rain. And out of the flash of the lightning, you see that there is another ship pulling up beside you, coming out through the fog as we lift the fog.
Oh!
Oh no!
There be a ship.
Oh man!
And Matt, you recognize this ship. This ship is none other than the Wrath Fang.
Rat thing.
Yes.
Good name.
Oh shit!
It is filled with a lot of angry goblins. For some reason, they're super angry at you guys.
Captain Killian Ransom is gonna yell, "Ready the cannons!" And he's gonna try to use his charisma to like bolster the crew to make ready for battle. All right, cool. Natural 20 to open.
Whoa!
What?
Dude! Oh man.
He not only broke the internet, he broke his dice.
What is that?
Now they're going to roll crappy the rest of the night. All right. I am called the Touched. I no longer know my name. I don't remember my name, and nobody calls me my name anyway. I'm not right in the head. I'm called the Touched because the gods have blessed me or cursed me, whichever you prefer. They have touched me with the workings of the universe, and since I'm mortal, I can't keep all that in my head. So it's made me crazy.
I'm gonna move him to the cannon.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna shoot over here, if I could try, can I pick a spot, or do you pick a spot?
No. You aim. You just tell me. Are you aiming for the mast, the deck, or like the base of the ship?
I'm gonna aim for this.
The mast. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
mast.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a lot of hit points. You could probably take that sucker out and totally.
Oh, wow.
my God! The first two rolls of the night were natural 20s.
Oh, crap. Who's going to be the first one to not roll a 20?
Oh my God! The DM's worst nightmare. You guys are gonna kill all my NPCs.
For this.
Awesome.
And so, to anybody who meets Mr. Tate, this is what he'll say: "My name is Mr. Tate. I've been at sea since I was a boy. I like drinking and fighting and women, but I mostly like gold. Ain't that right, Captain?"
Oh, that's sweet, man. First pirate voice of the evening.
Awesome.
You get one hero coin.
Thank
Knocked it
you.
out of the park.
Mr. Tate has done some horrible things for gold, things they put me in irons for. But you won't let them put me in irons, will you, Captain? No, not Mr. Tate.
I love it. I mean, that creepy vibe.
Mr. Tate lives by 3 simple rules. So Mr. Tate is going to see if he can climb the rigging, maybe looking to swing over onto the other ship.
Oh man!
Oh, okay. And so now it is time for Charlie.
we're going to do battle with the bloody goblins. We shouldn't do it in the quiet. We should do it by old Exit de Lucilo. Of course, this is the Greensleeves remix. It's not the original version. But I still call it Lucilo because it goes back to a classical form which was practiced in the Stone Age days before we had Latin and Roman that had split into two languages. But at that time, it sounded like this. You can feel the green sleeves. My name is Charlie. I work on Helen's Revenge, and currently I would like the goblins to all surrender lest they all be killed by Mr. Tate.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, I have little to say and little to do.
Oh,
But I will try to give Mr. Tate maybe an easy on his next roll with a charisma. Can I do that, Jason?
yeah. And this happens. There is a heart-stopping moment where time slows as you see the sea erupting, and the goblin ship is like, it's like stuck up next to yours, but it's like lifting up as something is coming up from underneath it.
Oh shit!
And
Holy fucking!
Cool. All right. It looks like everybody made it, huh?
okay, right on. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Holy
Let me-
shit!
Let me move what happens. So you all pretty much all stay conscious for what happens next, since you all passed your thing, and this sight will probably haunt you into your graves. The earth shakes, like the horizon shakes, like something is happening, like you can just unfathomable, because you've never seen anything like this. The sea starts to pull away and rises up beneath you, is like an island, and you see spires and things are as large as skyscrapers off in the distance, and this is massive as far as you can see. This massive land rises beneath you. Your ship comes up caught on some stone weirdness, and it kind of capsizes, and you're sort of all dumped out onto the ground.
The goddamn pyramid.
These creatures begin to climb up from the pools of the water
Oh shit!
all around you. It's looking bad, guys. It's looking bad.
Shitty.
Yeah. So out of the pools, they start to rise, and they're not all the same, right? Like they look a little bit different. There are these guys kind of up front that have like these big long tridents. They're holding them out, like they're going to keep you at bay. And then there are little guys off to the side with their spears, and then like a big sort of shamanistic guy in the back with like a scythe made of like coral and like the jaw of a shark that's been like attached to a wooden pole. Room goes down to 3. On my turn, there is a shockwave of evil that radiates from this risen temple, this giant. Do charisma checks for your sanity.
Shit. Okay.
I'm not particularly charismatic.
Yeah. Hank's check is easy because of his weird ring that he has. Grounds him in reality.
7 for me. Didn't make it.
Okay. All right. So you take a point of sanity damage,
Okay.
and so you are like totally weirded out. You're rationaling away what you just witnessed, and you're like kind of like, I think this can't be. This is weird.
I hit it with a
Wait,
touch. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so if you could keep track of this, you all have basically a heart's worth of craziness or of sanity.
Four more of them. Captain, did you see the 4 more to the south?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Creepy
More
things
fish
are
than a
happening.
freaking crick treat on Sunday.
He's gonna he's gonna yell, "Get a move on, lads!" And then just like he knows he's got his crew of flunkies behind him, so he's just gonna hightail it over to the pyramid. At least it's defensible there.
So the touched, you know how the threads of fate and the gods play in his head. When he's on a place of power or like a church of a deity, he's like a lightning rod for that particular celestial or diabolical being, right? So in this place, this sacred place, is he picking up any kind of emanations or intuitions or anything like that?
Yeah, there's something really bad in the pyramid. More than that.
Mr. Wallace.
All right, Wallace.
What are you at, Mr. Tate? For your health?
Mr. Tate's at 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, question: I have a Heartstone that it's helping me. I have basically 30 points of health right now.
Wow!
Can I give that to somebody?
For reasons.
You have. Holy cow.
It's for reasons. There's a price to it.
Can I give that stone to somebody else and bring it down?
Yeah.
Or is that just kind of like a temperate, like it's mine?
If your character found the Heartstone, and if we want to say like as an epiphany moment, you just held onto it. You didn't absorb it into you. Interestingly enough, because you just made that choice. Then I'd say yes, absolutely.
I would like to hand it over to Mr. Tate so he can have some more health to get into that.
Man.
Whoa. That's a great point right there. Is that
no. Yeah, that gets a hero point.
You actually dig into, you should never be able to give it away. But if you didn't dig into it, you should be able to. And that is fucking brilliant, Jason.
Yeah. I've never heard. I've watched a million games online and stuff. I've never seen anyone pull that off. So smart.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody.
Wallace has dipped low enough to use that third Heartstone, right?
No, he has. I don't think he's been. Have you been injured at all?
I'm at 29. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't pay attention to.
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah. I see it as almost an aura around me, and I would just say, since it's not connected to me, I just give it to him instead to help you make it further.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really have 29. You always had 19, and you were holding onto the Heartstone without using it.
Well, there you go.
That's super smart. I don't think anyone should ever use a Heartstone then again until they need it. Just like hold on like a potion, like a backup potion. As you enter the pyramid, it goes from dark to bright as the walls are this sort of stone finish, and they're infused with all of these sort of planty, viney things, and they start to glow with like a phosphorescence, bringing light in. The fishmen you can see outside are closing in, and the doors to the pyramid close themselves. There is a giant seal of like a squid god-looking thing that just sort of glows on it as it like seals in place behind you, and you hear a voice in your heads, and it says, "Welcome."
Wonderful.
Yeah, like this telepathic voice, and you see that you're in this entry chamber, and it's like some kind of offering room. There are artifacts and weapons and all of these things around you. Some of things that you ponder at, and you go, what are these things of legends? And so you each have an opportunity, should you choose, to look at these things and possibly take them. As you see this priestly looking character who is like tall and is like squid face, basically.
Oh, please no.
He says, if you make a pact with my god, blah, 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 and like your minds are all tortured by the sound. And it says, to do this, all you must do is make a blood sacrifice of one of your own.
And you say, all we need to do is make a sacrifice here at this altar.
Yes. Well, anywhere here in the temple, really. Just merely smear the blood of the dead upon the altar.
Interesting. Mr. Tate, Come over here, please.
Aye, Captain.
So there's this sort of inner chamber, and there is a stone throne sitting on the top of this huge treasure pile, and there is this humongously deformed creature, and he has a crown with these little like spiked black little spike jets coming off of his head. And this is the pirate king of legend who died years ago and has been imprisoned in his tomb here. And he kind of looks up at you and voicelessly, "All right, Charlie, you're up."
I'll step up to the center here
Okay.
and start cranking. Oh, we're the folk of the sea. So you might be some kind of big shot hanging around on a big pile of treasure in the goddamn ocean in a motherfucking sunken island, you pyramid dwelling piece of shit. But my captain wants one thing and one thing only, that's to keep the boat sailing. And currently you're working against that particular goal. And I can't let that abide. So I'm going to have to introduce you to a little piece of music that I call "You're About to Get Your Ass Kicked."
So with the proximity of the other, and the membrane between worlds, do I feel it's going to hold? The membrane is going to hold, or that it could rupture at any moment?
Good question.
That's a great question.
A lot of great questions.
Yeah, let's wisdom that.
Okay.
I don't like to decide. I want the dice to decide.
Sounds
Where
good.
is the touch?
15.
Oh, he's up by the doorway.
Yeah. Cool. Your intuition is that though you have made a pact with this dark god and made him a little bit stronger, you are the reality holds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would my idea was kind of to consult the book that Wallace quickly told me about, but I'm kind of getting the intuition that the crown is the source of its power, right? So I don't really need to. I guess I don't really need to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna holler out to my friends, "The crown is the source of power," and remove the crown. And so what I'm gonna do is, my buddy Wallace here, I'm going to cast the Void.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
and it
nice.
gives him an automatic success on his check.
Wow.
Oh,
Good.
man.
Awesome.
Because I already.
Yes.
I go ahead and take aim. I'm gonna aim for that crown to knock it off his head. Well, it's a success, so.
Right. When that happens, all of the skeletal warriors that rose up behind here, they were moving, right? Because this is all happening like all at once. They like freeze, like statues.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna run over here and grab it and put it on.
Okay. All right.
Tiara, nothing.
Yeah. So you now have like a greater intellectus, like instantaneously. You now see that there are many krakens around the sea. Like you feel all of them. You also feel like a dark force sort of clamp down on your body the moment you crown yourself.
Use charisma to say, "Wallace, it's important that you take the crown off immediately. We don't know what it does. We need to have the touch inspected."
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And I'm gonna roll charisma. This is gonna be a +7, so hopefully I.
Oh,
Nice.
the captain is finally a buzzkill because he's the boss.
Oh shit! I didn't roll very well.
Oh,
11.
no, it's good enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, but this is
gonna make
against
us
the
contest.
player. Like this is PvP. So Wallace, you get to contest his role if you choose.
I guess it depends if you want the touch to have it.
Just roll it for fun. Come on, Austin.
Yeah, do it.
Something's controlling me. I can't take it off.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so it looks like you defy your captain.
Oh.
Things just got really hairy.
All right.
And you now command pretty much everything in this room.
Wallace, and I say, I can free us from this place, but you must give me the crown.
The precious.
Wallace doesn't remember the taste of bread.
As I
They
said
want.
before, I can't take it off.
Lies!
The crown is controlling me.
Oh, the crown's controlling you. Okay.
Yeah, I can't take it
I'll
off.
try to
Yes,
to beat you with my mental fortitude.
Oh.
Oh man, the Lord of the
crowd is like,
Seas, the
"No way."
third king is strong.
Welcome
New king.
to the cathedral of my mental fortitude.
I stumble back at the look in your eyes and the
Have to
power
be a
kinda
shadow harbor.
gleaming in there.
Oh my
Oh,
God! 18-5.
All right, so
You will
this,
be the, you will indeed be the king of this sunken kingdom.
Oh wait, you're up. Oh.
yeah. So Wallace, it's your
Trapped
turn.
forever.
You would
Trapped
like to-
forever. You'll be the new one riding the crab.
Yeah, Wallace, I'm gonna give you one last turn.
At what cost,
What-
though?
What is your will? Do you guys all leave? Do you escape? Do you stay?